Oh, finally, y'all, I get a chance to show y'all an RV I have personally been dying to see in person myself, which means, of course, I have been dying to show you. This is the new 2025 Coachmen Cross Trail. We're gonna look at both the 20XG and the 21XG. Both of them also have the Extreme package, which we're gonna talk about. And I'm curious what you think, which one you like better, the 20XG or the 21XG. So let's go take a look. Welcome back to another video, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here at Motorhome Specialist today in Alvarado, Texas, which is just a little bit outside of Fort Worth, Texas, taking a look at this 2025 Coachmen Cross Trail 20XG. We're also going to look at the 21XG that is right there. So we're going to take a look at both of these models that Coachmen makes with this Cross Trail Extreme line. Very, very cool, and you'll be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen here for you to take a look at. Very compact size motorhome. And then if you are interested in this RV or just ready to start shopping for your next RV, whether it's new, used, or whatever, click the link down below in my description of this video or in the comments of this video. It will take you to Blue Compass's website where you can see all of the different available inventory across their 100 different stores, or 100 plus different stores across 33 different states. So lots of things for you to take a look at there. But if you are looking for motorhomes in particular, Motorhome Specialist in Alvarado is the biggest motorhome dealership in America. It is so big. I wish I had a drone to show y'all. It goes over this other side of the building there, and there's even hundreds of RVs on the other side of that building. It is, I mean, absolutely amazing the amount of motorhomes that they have here. This is really your one-stop shop to do all of your motorhome shopping, as they have pretty much anything you could look for under the sun. It is incredible. Now, this here is a really interesting model to me personally, because if you've been following me for a while, you know I've talked about some of these RVs from a standpoint of, would I purchase this for myself? And this RV definitely falls into that conversation, as I have been traveling around the country a lot more frequently over the last year to film RVs for y'all. And I have put 40,000 miles on my truck that I have not even had for a year yet. So I have this 2023 Toyota Tundra there, and I got it in August of 2023, somewhere around there, and it just surpassed 40,000 miles. I actually just did a road trip to Phoenix, Arizona, where my sister got married, and I also filmed some RVs out there for you, so it was a lot of fun. But I'm kind of getting tired of putting that many miles on my truck, which is having me lean a little bit more towards the motorhome side, which is something I wasn't really considering prior. I was more looking for something towable, but now I am looking at models like this, models like Class B vans and stuff like that as a potential option that might help mitigate some of the miles I've been putting on my truck to travel, especially with upcoming events like the Hershey RV show, going to Indiana for RV Open House to film all the new 2025 stuff for y'all. Lots of different things that I'm considering. So all that said, this is one of those models I am significantly looking at for myself, and that should speak volumes as I see everything in the RV industry, and this thing really excited me here. So let's talk about the Extreme package on here real quick first. This Extreme package that we get on here, first of all, it's going to give you this really cool protection up front with the light bar underneath here. So you get that there, and then you're also going to have a 2-inch lift. So this has a 2-inch suspension lift on it. It has Falcon racing shocks. So I don't know how well we'll be able to see those up in here, but it has those Falcon racing shocks. It also has a Firestone all-terrain tire. So this is the Transforce AT2. So that is also part of the Extreme package. You have the blacked out aluminum rims. So you can see that there, gives it a really nice, good look. And then you have the rigid running boards. So those are just these steps right here, the running boards you have on the side. And then you have the Extreme graphics package. Now there's a lot in addition to that this motorhome also comes equipped with, and we're gonna go inside in just a second. I know y'all want me to get inside as quick as possible, but there's a lot of things to talk about on this motorhome that make it really interesting for what it is, and also justify the price range that it falls in, as we'll just get that out of the way right now. You can see right here, it is advertised at $139,899. The MSRP is somewhere around like $190 on this motorhome, but it has 400 watts of solar. It has a 400 amp hour lithium battery and a 3,000 watt inverter. So that power system there is going to allow you to run even the AC off of the battery system. That's really nice, because if you want to run the AC while you're going down the road, that is going to give you the capability of running the AC in the rest of the RV and not just out of the dash AC. So really like that. It also does have a generator equipped on here, so you're really well versed in a lot of different power options. 400 watts of solar on the roof. And then one of the biggest things is these models have these really cool storage areas that are just not seen in other motorhomes. Take a look at this, y'all. This is an absolutely huge storage space where you can fit things like e-bikes. I'm trying to think what else might possibly fit in this area. Just a standard mountain bike. A lot of different options. Now, this one here, I don't think, I mean, you could probably fit a kayak like going this way through the hallway there if you wanted to put kayaks or paddle boards through that space. So lots of versatility with what you get in this space. So you have the tie down ring, so you can tie things down here. That does have this toy hauler style flooring where it is like a rubber kind of textured flooring there. And then this motorhome here as well, let's look at the cargo carrying capacity on it. Let's see if it's inside the door here. So the cargo carrying capacity on this motorhome is 1,818 pounds. So I really like this for the idea of like when I go travel, I love to go do adventurous stuff. You've probably seen that on my Firmly Unbound YouTube channel. If you haven't, go check that out. But I love to go do things like paddleboarding. I would love to get into kayaking. I have a mountain bike and an e-bike and 2 motorcycles and all kinds of stuff. So this is really cool. It also has a 4,000 pound accessory hitch on the back. So you can tow up to 4,000 pounds off the back there. And it is a towing hitch. So that is this model here. Now, before we step inside that model, I'm going to take you to the 21 XG and we're going to look at this because this model here has something a little bit different in terms of both its layout as well as its storage accommodations. And I actually think I like this setup a little bit more just because of the idea of bringing motorcycles along if I wanted to put them inside the RV. This has a huge rear access door that opens right there, and this is a significantly larger opening, which looks like it should definitely fit a motorcycle into this space, which I think would really make this a much more appealing option for me if that is the case. Now, I don't have a tape measure on me, but I do have my iPhone, which has the measuring app on here. So let me see if I can measure this out real quick for you and get an idea of what this space is looking like. So if you've never seen it, iPhone does have a measuring app right there. You just line this up and we're going to try to get as close as we can. Looks like the height on this door here is right at 4 feet 9 inches or so. So possibly 5 feet for the opening there. And then the width across here is, it's about 33 inches on the width. So I don't know the exact dimensions of the motorcycles that I have right now, but this will give me something to go back home and see if they would fit one of them inside of this space. That would make this a really cool option to travel around in. So that is one big difference between the two. The other big difference between the two, or actually there's 2 things. I should show you this from back here. This one's going to have a corner bed that flips down. So that is a corner bed there that will flip down. And then the other one, you'll see it actually has a retractable bed. So pretty cool. This one has my preferred seating arrangement with this L-shaped style sofa. This also will make into a bed. So I think this makes a little bit larger sleeping area, as this right here will pull out and make into a bed there. So that table can drop down, cushions fill this in, makes into a bed. I love this for like if my brother wanted to come along with me, that's a bigger additional sleeping space. And then you have like your corner bathroom right here. And then you can see the bed in the corner right there. So that is everything inside of this motorhome. Most of the stuff is all going to be the same from one model to the other besides those different layout configurations. So I just wanted to show you that. Now, as we go along the sides here, let's go, or as we come up to this motorhome here, let's go ahead and hop inside, start taking a look at some of the stuff inside. You do have an outdoor kitchen. I am going to explain to you why I personally don't actually like this in a little bit. But as we step inside here into this 20 XG, again, that was the 21 XG that we just came out of. Lots of different things to talk about. First thing I noticed when I walked in here was I love the fact that you get the bug screen and the privacy shade on the window. Plus the privacy shade actually comes down from the bottom, so you can and you got to kind of lift it up more in the middle here. You can have like a true privacy shade right there. I really, really love that. And I love that you have the bug screen on here. That is something that is not, you know, not common amongst a lot of different motorhomes in this class and size range. So love that there. Love the look of the cabinets. They look really nice, have that kind of angled design. And then as we go this way, does have a bit of a noisy AC, so the air conditioner is on right now. I do need it on because I've learned something, y'all. I've learned that I actually don't have a problem with the heat. I have my whole life said I hate the heat. And I actually figured out, I think it's humidity that I hate. Because I was just in Phoenix, and I filmed 5 RVs out there for y'all while I was in Phoenix, and it was like 110 degrees outside. And I hardly dropped a bead of sweat while I was out there. Now, it's about 80, 85 degrees here in Dallas, and I am sweating profusely. It is so annoying. So I figured out, I just really hate sweating. So I need this AC on because, oh my gosh, the way I'm dripping sweat, even though I should not be because it is not that hot outside, is just ridiculous. But nonetheless, let's keep moving on. It does have a Greystone induction cooktop right here, so pretty interesting to see the induction cooktop. Storage space there. And then with this air conditioner, let me get back to that real quick. It is, again, kind of on the noisy side, but I don't feel like I have to yell over it necessarily. It's just, you definitely hear it. You have these flaps that open up and close, so those will disperse air out of all 4 sides wherever you want it to go, and it has the opening right here in the middle. Get a little bit of a, the noise doesn't change too much depending on how you open that actually. Nice looking cabinetry down here in the kitchen space. I like the style, what's it called, handles that they went with. And then you have hidden hinges, so it just has a really nice, clean, flush look there. Open this up, storage space underneath here. And then you have storage under here, sliding drawer that pulls out for your kitchen space. Now, the thing that I really don't like about this, and there's a couple, you know, it's not a perfect RV. I don't think a perfect RV exists, but I do not like that there is no storage behind here, and that is because they put the outdoor kitchen. So the outdoor kitchen slides into that space, which takes away all that storage. And I have a personal beef now with all of y'all that have cried online saying, where's the outdoor kitchen? I need a model with an outdoor kitchen. I don't agree with that. Like, my family, we have an outdoor kitchen on our 5th wheel RV. I should say my parents, they have an outdoor kitchen, and we never use it. We bring our own Coleman grill and griddle that has its own little, you know, propane bottle we just screw into it. And it's so much bigger, a bigger cooking surface, so much easier to clean. So we've never used the cooktop in our outdoor kitchen. But so many people complain about needing an outdoor kitchen that now manufacturers are putting them in more and more models, it seems like, and it eats into your interior storage, which I just don't think is necessary. So I'm not a big fan of that, but that's just my own personal preference. You can let me know your thoughts. Right here, it looks like you have about a 32-inch screen Samsung TV. And then as we get into the driver's area, love that it has cloth seats, and everything is pretty much manual, which I actually really prefer. I think the cloth seats are a little bit more comfortable for a longer ride. Even in my Tundra, and my parents also have a Telluride, on all long road trips that we take in either vehicle, we are all using seat cushions on the seats because they just are not that comfortable over a long period of time with a leather seat. So I actually like the idea of the cloth seats. I like the idea that everything is manual, so you don't have any electrical controls on the seats. They swivel around, which is a really neat feature to have that additional seating space right here in the front. And then you get a huge display here. I don't know the size of this exactly, but that looks to be about a 12 to 13 inch display. Might be like a 12.5, but that is a massive display that you're getting on this Ford Transit chassis. They do offer this in the all-wheel drive if you want it. I don't see any indication on here anywhere that this one that we're in has all-wheel drive, but you can get it with all-wheel drive. Has a ton of safety features. It's going to have lane assist. It's going to have cruise control. It's also going to have like a tilt assist that is like an electronic assist to help the motorhome from not tipping over. So lots of different safety features. You have a USB Type-C port up here in the dash, storage spaces up through here in the dash, your backup camera right there, and then you have another USB port here and a 12-volt plug. So really nice looking space overall. Nothing over the top or anything, you know, extraordinary or fancy about it, but it just gets the job done. And then you have some storage spaces up here, some cubby areas there and here. Your lights here, they do kind of dip down from the ceiling, but they're like that flat. They're not the domed style lights, so I like the look of that. You have a vent fan right here in this area, and then when you open this storage, you have latches here that hold them shut while you're going down the road, and then you see how those open up. You have that storage space through here, so 3 different cabinets there. Now under the dining table, there's no storage space down underneath here. I'm actually not entirely sure exactly what's underneath there. I can't get under it because the board is screwed down. But underneath here, I think, oh, you know what, that's the same. They're ducting heating through it. I can see that. So heating is ducted underneath there. So no storage underneath the dinette. Really nice feeling dinette though. You have legs in the dinette table so it can drop down into a bed when you need an additional sleeping surface. Again, like I talked about though, this will not be as big of a sleeping surface as that other sofa / dining area in the 21 XG. But nonetheless, you still get an area you can convert into a sleeping area. That'll be about 6 feet long or so. Going back through the kitchen space, you have flip up countertop space. I didn't really show that. And then these are not a solid surface countertop. They're really, really light. But they don't have like that wood exposed underneath here. So I'm actually not sure the material. It doesn't even feel like wood. It almost feels like a composite material. Like it is super lightweight. Like very, very lightweight. You can just feel it with this part right here. It feels, I mean, very, very light. So kind of have to just get your hands on it in person to feel that there. Speaking of composite, it does have Asdel composite panel sidewalls on this motorhome. Window here looking out into your campsite. Again, privacy shade and bug screen that comes down. And then as we go back this way, you have a standard RV size microwave. It does have a convection oven or air fryer combination with that, since there is no oven. You have your refrigerator and freezer portion right here. Pretty standard size refrigerator for what we're seeing in motorhomes this size. And the freezer portion here opens up like so. Going back this way, you have your pantry storage. So the other thing with this motorhome too, you got to think about is, you know, space is pretty confined, but at the same time, this is definitely designed to be a motorhome that can get into and go into a lot of places that bigger motorhomes just can't. So really designed to be something that is just easy to travel in, which really appeals to me. I really like that. Then you have your bathroom here, but the first thing I want to show you before we get into that actually is you have the retractable bed too. Very, very cool. We're going to get there. But I want to show you how this is a little strange to me. So as I step back, you can see I'm only 6'2", 185 pounds. And this is a pretty narrow walkway. My shoulders hit either the fridge or this knob right here when I walk through this space. And I am not a wide person by any means. So this is like, you almost have to do a sidestep through here. It is a little strange how narrow this space is with how they're dividing the shower and the bathroom area. But nonetheless, we're going to take a look at these spaces. I just felt that there and wanted to demonstrate how that feels. Come into the shower area. It's a 2-piece shower. You can see your shower head there. It does have a skylight up into the shower that is almost the entire length of the shower. You have a light in here, spot to put some soaps and things like that, and you have this flexible shower curtain that slides out. Now this has a massive step up into that shower. That is almost about a foot high. So if I step up in here, ooh, it is tight, y'all. It is tight. Look at this. My head is touching this skylight. So it's probably about 6'1" in height to right here or so. Definitely can make it work. However, it's not terribly tall there. So it's just something to consider with that. Then as you go back into this space, you have your toilet here. It's kind of up on an elevated platform. Very little countertop space here in the bathroom. You have your mirror. Great amount of storage. Really great storage through there. So good wardrobe spot, or you can put, you know, bathroom items. Outlet in this space, and then storage through here. You have a vent fan in the bathroom. And then not really thrilled that it's a plastic toilet. So it is just a plastic foot flush toilet. Definitely would prefer to see porcelain there, but I guess that's just what they went with, I guess. And then you have this toilet paper roll and shelving through there. So as you can see when I go through this, I mean, there's definitely a few compromises in this RV that are, you know, needed to be made to get something as cool as the setup that you have back here, where you have this retractable bed. So you can see this drops down. It has an 800-pound weight limit, and it goes all the way down into a bed position like so. Now, it's not a full queen size bed. It's basically the size of like a double size bed. And you have windows on this side and on the other side. So windows on both sides there, and then it is basically a floating bed, which is just such a cool setup. You have a ladder to get up into this space if you keep it in an elevated position at full time, and just such a neat space. You have a little pocket area there to store things, and you know what, that just brought up an idea too. Oh, outlet or USB ports right here, plus USB type C connection, so you can plug in your phone right there. And let's get down underneath here and see if we can see anything else going on under here. So love how you have the LED light strip up underneath this space, illuminates this area well. It looks like you have a 350-pound max load capacity for this little garage area, and heat running into this space, and then that's about it. So, oh, there's an outlet. I was looking for outlets, and there's an outlet right there. So that is everything back in this space, and that just about wraps up everything on this motorhome. So again, just really compact and nothing too over the top. I think there's a couple areas where, oh, and I should show you too, outlet up underneath the cabinetry here. Definitely an important thing. I feel like there's a few compromises that you make with a motorhome like this. I'm not super thrilled about like the bathroom size, and I'm trying to remember, there's something else. Oh, the shower height. But other than that, I mean, to have this profile of an RV, I think is really great. Plus, there's this one here with the corner shower that gives you a little bit different layout. You don't have that tight hallway to squeeze through. So in my personal opinion, I think I like the 21XG a little bit better. But let me know your thoughts on what you think down below. Also, this awning just goes out incredibly far. It has a wind sensor on the awning as well, since it is an armless awning. And oh, we didn't even talk about the outside all the way through, I don't think. There's a propane bottle underneath here, spot to plug in more solar. Just gonna run through this stuff really quick. Greystone, what is this? Griddle cooktop, my goodness. Plug in for solar, a propane quick connect line, outlets here, spot to put a TV or flag outside. You have a water port here, so water connection on your campsite. Come around this way, nice looking LED lights along the back. Does have a backup camera and side cameras on this motorhome. Spot where you can attach that Lipper retractable ladder. That is just an additional ladder you would have to purchase. You have storage space through there, obviously, and then you have dump valves right here. Now, your water tanks are exposed underneath this motorhome. However, they do have 12-volt heat pads on the water tank, so it's kind of hard to show on camera, but actually, this is a water tank right here. This is a black tank for the toilet, and you can see that little sticky pad on it right there. That is your 12-volt heat pad. So you can turn on those heat pads to keep your water tanks from freezing while you're going down the road. Those are electric, so they just run off the electrical system, and you can run those while you're going down the road so your water tanks don't freeze. Tankless on-demand water heater, all your water connections right here. 4,000 watt generator there, so you have that generator power source as well as the lithium battery and inverter. Storage space underneath here, and I love that this is a metal material, it's not plastic, so love that underneath there. And also up in here in the wheel wells, worth pointing out too, you have all metal up through here in the wheel well. So nice on that part. If you were to have some sort of blowout or something like that, definitely going to give you more protection. And then that is pretty much everything, y'all. So again, very curious your thoughts. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, which model you would prefer, and of course what you like and what you don't like. That's all I got for y'all. If you are interested in this RV, the link is down below in the comments or description of this video. And until next time, live firmly unbound.